I keep stressing that spices are the most important thing you can add to your diet to help improve your digestion, especially in the summer. So, I wanted to make a quick little video with a simple recipe to show you just how easy it is to start adding them into your diet. The first thing that we're going to need to do is grab a pot. And that pot should be about that big. Into that pot, we're going to pour about 4 to 5 cups of water. Now our hot and sour soup is going to be kind of a little tom yum inspired. So I want to add a little galangal. Galangal is one of the central spices in tom yum, along with lemongrass. For this hot and sour soup, I don't think we need to have as much of a lemony sour flavor because we'll get that from the vinegar. But I still want that nice pungent acrid flavor from the galangal. So I'm going to choose about that much galangal. Maybe just a tiny bit more. I use dried galangal because that's what I have. I use this in formulas. But you can use ginger if you don't have galangal. If you do use ginger, you're going to want to use about that much. Most people, when they use spices, they use far too little. Not really anything to actually do anything, but change the flavor a little bit. So it definitely lacks any kind of medicinal strength. So if you're using galangal, about 4 grams dried. You can always get the fresh galangal too at just about any Asian market. If you're using the ginger, that's probably about maybe 6 to 8 grams. And of course you're going to want to cut this up and slice it fine. Now the ginger and the galangal in this recipe are very important and you don't want to skimp out on them. Your hot and sour soup needs heat. And as we talked about before, coldness in the digestion leads to a lot of fluid accumulation, which is gas and bloating and just a blech feeling in the summer. So you need something to drive all of that out, to start getting rid of all of those fluids, to move it, to start metabolizing it. This is where all of our spices come in. Your premier spices, your most important spices to do this are going to be ginger and galangal. So if you're going to make this soup, don't skimp. Next, we're going to add a couple shiitake mushrooms to give our soup some depth. These mushrooms will make a nice, rich broth and add a lot of character to our soup. I'm going to toss in maybe about 4. We're going to let these guys cook up and rehydrate, and then we'll take them out later and cut out these hard stems. The next thing that we're going to add is some fish sauce. Now this is important to start creating a nice rich broth for your soup. It gives a lot more complexity to the flavor. It just tastes better all around. It really balances out with the heat and the vinegar that we're going to add. Now when you pick a fish sauce, make sure that it's good quality. The fish sauce in this soup is very important to start making a nice rich broth. It's going to blend really nicely and give this soup a lot of depth of character. So it plays a very important role. You don't want to skimp on it. So we're going to add about 1/4 cup of fish sauce to our water. Next, we're going to add 1/4 cup of vinegar. Now this vinegar has to be rice vinegar. If you use any other vinegar, it's going to taste terrible. Next, we bring our soup to a boil, and then we leave it for 20 minutes. Our broth is boiling, so we're going to turn that down to a low simmer. I want to put the top back on the pot so we keep all of the aromatic qualities in that stock. And then I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes. The vegetables that you use are very important. The point of this soup is to warm up your digestion and start getting rid of that summer gas and bloating that you're feeling. In order to do that, we need to use spices and we need to use aromatics. So our vegetable choices are going to all be aromatics. We have onions, which when lightly cooked have a nice pungent aromatic quality. Red peppers as well. And then we have as a topping this little flat-leafed scallion, which is called nira in Japanese or jiucai in Chinese. You can use scallions. That's going to work out just fine. You can find these in a lot of Asian markets as well. You can actually find those outside of a lot of homes and businesses. People use them for decorative chive ornamentals a lot. Whatever you choose to use, it doesn't matter as long as it has that nice aromatic quality. You wouldn't, for example, want to make your hot and sour soup with sweet root vegetables like carrots. Now, of course, if we're making a hot and sour soup, we need our hot. That means we need chilies. And there's no better chili for hot and sour soup than Thai chilies. Thai chilies are a wonderful chili that imparts a nice, deep, warming heat that you'll find is much different than, for example, cayenne chili or a habanero, which has a very sharp heat, which can be very off-putting, and you're not going to want to put a lot in it. By contrast, Thai chilies, by having a nice, deep, warming heat, which is longer lasting but not as sharp, you're going to want to add a little bit more. We want to use probably 4, 5-ish chilies depending upon your heat preference. And we want to cut those chilies up just like about so. We're going to use our pastry knife to pick them up and toss them into our soup. If you don't have a pastry knife, I highly encourage you to get one. These are the most convenient kitchen implements to quickly transfer all of your cut up veggies right into your pot. Now, we don't want to cut our onions too small. We don't want to dice them. We want to leave a little bit of size to them because they're a featured vegetable. They're not a condiment. They're not making our sauce. They're playing a prominent role. So you want to be able to actually bite into them. Same thing with our peppers. We want to leave them a little chunky. Same thing with our nira. We want to chop it up into little chunks, not too small. You can smell that nice pungent scallion smell starting to permeate the air. And then of course we need garlic. Now, I actually like to use powdered garlic for this soup because I like the flavor a little bit better. It has a little bit of a lower note to it that pairs with that Thai chili in a really nice way. So I'm just going to dump some of this garlic powder in here. I really don't care about measuring. Assuming I can get it out with the clogged top. There we go. So we're going to call that a bunch. Our timer has just gone off. So now it's time to fish out our galangal, which is tough You don't want to bite into it. Of course, if you're using ginger, you can skip that part. And then we want to get our shiitake mushrooms. We need to get these out to cool off so that we can cut those hard stems out. So last little bits of our galangal. And as you can see, we've got this nice, rich, spicy, salty, hot brown broth, which is going to make our soup really good. Alright, we're going to add our onions and our red pepper to our soup. You're not going to add your scallions yet though. Those you want to save to the end because you don't want to cook them that long. You want to make sure they stay nice and bright. With our onions and red pepper in there, we'll turn that heat back up, let it come back to a boil, and then drop that down to a simmer for just a couple minutes. We'll take our shiitake and we'll just cut right around those stems. Get that hard stem out. Saving the nice fleshy part of the mushroom. Waiting for this to cool down, of course, because these shiitake absorbed a lot of hot broth water. You don't want to burn your fingers. And then we'll just trim them up a little bit, make them more bite-sized pieces, and then we'll add them right into our soup. So that's our soup so far. It's going to simmer with the lid on for about 5 minutes. Now, something that adds a wonderful richness to our hot and sour soup is a couple eggs. So we'll do maybe 3 eggs. This is going to be a little bit of a take on an egg drop soup. So we want to take these eggs, break those yolks, and then whisk them up. Blend them all together so that they're nice and uniform. Because when we put that into our soup, we want it to be nice and wispy. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes with our soup. Those veggies are nice and tender, but not overcooked. Now we want to add our eggs. So, bringing up that temperature just a little bit, you're going to stir in a little bit at a time and stir it around. You can see it gets that nice wispy egg drop soup quality to it. Alright, our soup is just about done. We're going to try it. Very tasty. Nice heat, nice balance, nice sour from the vinegar, good character from the fish sauce, the galangal and the shiitake. All in all, a very nice, warming, belly-happy soup. My preference is I want to add a little bit of sesame oil just to kind of give it a rich quality. That'd be something you probably do more on the table when you eat it. Very good. Makes it a little bit more complex. And now your soup is almost done, and it's just about ready to eat. However, if you want to add a little bit of noodle to it, now would be the time. I like to add some fresh ramen noodle to this soup. Of course, you can have it just as it is, and it's a nice light summer soup. The ramen noodle just gives it a little bit more substance. You can find these fresh ramen noodles at different Asian markets. They're just like an Italian noodle that's not dried. Just like an Italian noodle that's not dried, you don't have to cook it very long. You just add it right to the soup. We stir it in, and we let it cook for about 3 or 4 minutes with the top on. Our ramen noodles are nice and soft, but not mushy. Everything tastes excellent. Now at the end, we're going to add our scallions. We wanted to save these because we don't want to cook them. We want them just to steam a little bit. Last but not least, we want to add a little bit of white pepper. White pepper has a much different quality than black pepper. A nice, pungent, almost Barney flavor, but very, very interesting. So we're going to add some white pepper to this. Stir it up. Put the top on and set the table. And then you're ready to eat. So here we have our delicious hot and sour soup. And it only took about 20 minutes to have a delicious, warming, healthy belly meal. Something to kickstart your metabolism, get rid of the bloat, and just make you feel all around better in the summer. Now you may be comfortable with the spice level as it is. Like I said, Thai chilies are not all that hot. I, however, like things a little bit hotter. So I like to add a little bit of something called sambal bajak, which is ground chilies and garlic oil. This is just a wonderful flavor and great to add to your hot and sour soup to get a little bit of extra kick. So let's just add a little in there and stir it up, and you are ready to enjoy a wonderful belly warming meal.